Now, listen, you guys, we are going to talk about number 15's Coachella performance and why it seems like now she is trying to rekindle the Nicki Minaj beef. Now, we're also going to be discussing about number 5, obviously, Queen Latifah. Have you guys noticed that each time somebody seems to shade or beef with Nicki Minaj, all of a sudden this person comes in giving a cosign? Have you guys noticed that? Now, we're also going to be discussing about that. At the same time, Ciara ate up her performance, hands down. And we're also going to be talking about the Transformer being spotted with this man that, she's bragging about all over the place. And Cousin Sloth is addressing the BBL allegations. She is not having it. Meanwhile, Sukihanna is shading Jatavia over Cousin Sloth. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about number 15. I'm talking about Bongo 2, Megan the Stallion, okay? So, yesterday, you guys do know that she was performing at Coachella, and that's the reason why she did that small video, basically promoting a Coachella performance. She has been calling it Megchella. Let's start with the people that she brought out before we talk about the Bigfoot reference. So, she brought out Ciara, and I will say that her performance with Ciara, you guys do know that, well, she sampled Ciara's song and they did a little mashup of her song and Ciara's version, and they did the little, Ciara choreography. And I'll say that it honestly was an amazing performance. I loved it. You know that when it comes to performing, Ciara eats all the time. And I do see why Bongo 2 would take the opportunity to say, Ciara, come and help me. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it's Coachella, okay? Just turning around and twerking is not going to cut it. So at least she was honest with herself enough to say, I need somebody else to, to come in and help me. And I do also think that she needed that wow factor because we saw what Cousin Sloth did. Cousin Sloth came out and did an entire Bongo 2 choreography and type of performance. She was even, doing the turning around and shaking her behind and all of these things that she taught her during the tour. So she needed something different to stand out. And I'm just looking at Cousin Sloth like, look at yourself. Now you're the one stuck with twerking whilst this girl is doing an entire choreography with Ciara. Like, you're now the hot girl. What you get what I'm saying? So honestly, yeah, she had to do something different because now her entire style gone with Cousin Sloth. But that being said, I did see some Barbz complaining, of course. As some people feel like Ciara is out there betraying Nicki Minaj, switching towards Bongo 2 on Nicki Minaj, given that Ciara and Nicki seemingly in the past had been, working together. And at a time when nobody really was paying attention to Ciara like that, Nicki was open to working with her. And so, yeah, people kind of looking at her sideways, but Ciara gives me a friend to everyone. But I will say that even though she's friends with a lot of people, I've not seen anyone who comes out to say that, oh, well, she took my business to that person, because at the end of the day, you will see that her circles always overlap, sometimes with people that don't even see eye to eye, and all of her friends seem to speak highly of her. So I guess she's able to separate, to say, okay, this is Bongo 2 business, I'm gonna keep it here. This is Lala's business, I will keep it here. This is Nomani's matchmaking, I will not take the information and run with it to Bongo 2, because what if Bongo 2 sleeps with Nomani's man? I'm just joking, you guys, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. Moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, still talking about the same performance. She also did bring up Victoria Monet. We all know that Victoria and her are very tight, and some people say that they even look alike. They've worked together before, so I wasn't really surprised to see Victoria Monet performing with, with Bongo 2. And then another person that she decided to bring out, an interesting person actually, is number 5. I'm talking about the mumbling and cackling gang. I am talking about Queen Latifah. Now, I have noticed a trend with Queen Latifah, okay? If somebody does so much as shade Nicki Minaj or beef with Nicki Minaj, in she comes with a fist up in the air, forming female rap unity. That's just something that I've noticed with her. She does that all the time. I don't know what her beef with Nicki Minaj is, honestly. I have seen some stand pages alleging that, well, she wanted to smash. Allegedly, I didn't say it, you guys. I've seen people saying that. I don't know how far true that is, but at this point, it has to be something. There has to be a reason. Otherwise, why would somebody do that? Why would she be this obsessed with this woman to say that every person that she beats with, she comes with a fist in the air? Like, what are you doing? As if she's marching for some human rights or something. So yeah, Bongo 2 brought out Queen Latifah, and it's interesting that on the same stage, she had some big feet, big feet costumes. So people were like, okay, what is she doing? Is she trying to troll Nicki Minaj? Is she now trying to respond to Bigfoot a year later? Like, what are you doing? Can you just, we've moved on, okay? Bigfoot is over. You failed to respond. You were scared to respond. So what are you going to do? Each time you're about to drop an album, you what? You start trolling Nicki Minaj and you start trying to revive the beef. Or now you've got something orchestrated, or you've got some things that are pre-written so that when Nicki responds, you will try and do what Kendrick did to Drake. Is that it? Because I don't understand her coming back a year later. She has had several other performances. She went on tour, but all of a sudden in 2025, that's when she's deciding to subliminally address the Bigfoot thing. It doesn't make any sense. And for her rollout, if she does come with this BS, I really need the Barbz and Nicki Minaj to just ignore her, pay her dust, because at this point, her spot already is gone. Okay, TDE snatched the place, and they went with it. There's another girl clearly who's trying to beef with Nicki Minaj, and it's not you, Bigfoot. You've had your moment. You failed to capitalize off it. She gave you a moment. She helped you promote his. You after that, you couldn't do any follow up thing that could try and mimic at least the numbers that he's had. It's nobody's fault. Okay? Every other person that was given an opportunity, look at me wording, because it's really an opportunity. Every other person was given an opportunity to beef with Nicki Minaj. They utilized it. They used it to the maximum. Lottery ticket, shortly after, did put it on the floor, but then flopped afterwards. Okay. I guess it's just okay. I don't really have anyone that I can say, except of course the Transformer, because she had a little bit of backing from the industry. But you let your opportunity, fly by, and Nikki doesn't have time for you anymore. There's a new rep, because it's not fun beefing with somebody who no longer has the industry backing like that. It's not fun for Nicki Minaj. She did say that no B can go against her. She needs those with industry backing so that they can prove you wrong all the time. Like, what fun is it beefing with someone when you know that you're going to win regardless? Okay, she's always going to win, but at least if the industry games are involved, it can be an enjoyable battle. So yeah, she needs to let the Bigfoot rest. We have moved past that. But that being said, overall, honestly, her performance was amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hate on that. It was amazing. I think that for all the female rap girlies who were performing this weekend, she ate. I think she brought it. Although it was group effort, I really do think that she ate and she delivered, because on the other hand, the Transformer, I don't even know if that was a performance. And Cousin Sloth, well, I do see the growth in her performance, but I kind of dislike that she's now stuck with Bongo 2 antics, and Bongo 2 is moving on to be a better performer, you know? And now you're left with the twerking. So I will say that Bongo 2, of all the female rappers who performed this weekend, really aced it. I don't know, between her and Missy Elliott, I really don't know who. Yeah, Missy also came through, and Missy's wasn't a group effort. Because at this point, I think what's going to happen is that all the people that are in the top 25 are going to form a female rap group, and Nicki's going to be there by herself, because they all rush to start saying female rap unity whenever Nicki Minaj is involved. If it's against Nicki Minaj, that's when they run with their fist in the air. But anyway, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we are going to be talking about the Transformer. It seems like she was spotted with her new boyfriend, allegedly, and she was basically dancing on him. And the same man actually went ahead to confirm that he is not single. So it does seem like he's taking his relationship with the Transformer seriously, although previously it was rumors that briefly before the Transformer announcement, Carisha was messing with this this man. And you know, the Transformer has constantly been saying, I will expose everybody who has been in my men's DM. And I've seen a lot of people getting confused. She is not talking about Offset. She's talking about Steffon Diggs, allegedly. Okay. So I guess the people that she's going to expose who have been in her current men's DMs are the likes of Carisha. Now, seeing how Carisha is a D-sucker when it comes to the Transformer, I am interested to see how that is going to play out. Like, who else was messing with? But anyway, Stefan is in everybody's DM. So I don't know why she would think she would be exposing the female rappers. If anything, I think she would be exposing her men. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about it. Of course, her fans are supporting her. They are saying power to you, and they are saying that this is a massive upgrade. Poetically, well, I mean financially. Poetically, I guess it does make sense for them to say Stefan is an upgrade. But in terms of morals and being a human being and not cheating on you, I think it's jumping from the fire, from the frying pan, I'm sorry, to the fire, because Stefan has been messing around with a lot of people allegedly, and even, the mean, allegedly. Okay. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we are going to be talking about Cousin Sloth. Now, it seems like she has seen people commenting on her behind. People have been saying that she definitely got that skinny BBL. Cousin Sloth is not having it because she's out here addressing the entire situation, as she feels like people are lying on her. She says that, well, the more people are out here accusing me of getting a BBL, the more I am proud of myself, because it means that really the gym is paying off. And people are like, girl, retire this. Everybody and their mama can tell that this is not natural. These are not gym glues, okay? If anything, these are surgeon glues. That's what the people are saying. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about Cousin Sloth. Do you think that she is being delusional, or do you think that indeed it's true that she didn't get any work done? Still speaking about Cousin Sloth, it seems like someone was out there taking the advantage of her performing, and people saying that she aced the performance at Coachella to shade Jatavia. Now, it is no secret that sometime last year, Cousin Sloth and Jatavia got into it, and I do think that majority of their issues was just from Cousin Sloth hotspotting the beef that Bongo 2 had with Jatavia, because that was right about the time that Bongo 2 and Cousin Sloth were very close to each other, and Jatavia and Bongo 2 were not seeing eye to eye, because allegedly she took her time to submit her verse for Bongo 2's album. However, she didn't waste any time, sending in a verse for a Nicki Minaj song, and that time Nicki and Bongo 2 were very tight. Nicki and Jatavia were very tight, and so a lot of people do believe that that's where the beef was coming from. And when they were going back and forth, Jatavia was clowning Cousin Sloth, basically saying that your career is not anyway, because by that time, of course, the Barbz were supporting Jatavia. Now, one thing about the Barbz, if they do choose to support you, trust me, you will be popping, and yeah, they will basically hype you up until, of course, you cross Nicki Minaj. That's when everything changes. So during that time, it did appear like JT was having a moment, and Cousin Sloth was opening for somebody else's tour, and yeah, that's basically the beef between the two of them. So when Sukihanna came in saying this, of course, people were like, "Why are you shading Jatavia?" This is what Suki said. She said they had so much to say about her, and she surpassed all of them haters. The same H's laughed at her are now watching her perform at Coachella, and quiet as a mouse's now. Is mouses now. This is so inspirational at Glorilla. And one person that is well known for saying Glorilla looks like a man is none other than Jatavia during their back and forth. JT and Sukihanna also do have their own beef, to which Sukihanna made an entire diss track, because she felt like JT was dissing her by saying that, her tooth fell from eating, what was that, lobster? No, it was crab legs. Okay, yeah, that. And so someone said, "Is this JT shade?" And then Sukihanna said, "Imagine me throwing shade. I get on bees behind completely. Everybody knows this about me. However, this post right here is the complete truth. Like I said, they counted her out, made fun of her, and now she's flourishing before our eyes. And guess what? Her being ridiculed is part of her story now. So we cannot leave that part out." So that's what Sukiana had to say about everything that was going on with the Glorilla situation. This was a key takeaway. So yeah, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this. Do you think that Sukiana is being messy, or do you think that indeed she was just complimenting Cousin Sloth for her Megan performance? Yeah, it was pretty much a Bongo 2 performance. Speaking about Jatavia, there is a video of her that is now circulating again, because this live was like a couple of weeks ago, but I've been seeing it on several platforms, and it's about her interaction with a certain gentleman, and people are calling her out, saying that she's super mean. Oh my God, why would she be like that? Because this man joined her live and seemed to not know who JT was, and I guess she took offense in that, and it's just hilarious to watch, if I'm gonna be honest, because how are you gonna be mad at someone because they don't know you? There are people who just randomly join TikTok lives without even knowing who this person is. But with that man, honestly, I'm finding it hard to think that he really didn't know. I think he was just being messy. Because then when JT was like, "Can you get off my life?" was like, I don't know how. I don't know. I can't take him seriously. I'm not believing this at all. And to make matters more interesting, somebody in the comment section, when this guy was asking who JT is, somebody said, "Hey, Nicki Minaj are best friends." And this man read that out loud. And if it's true that Nikki and JT fell out, oh my God, I can only imagine how she was so desperate to end that live. So I will insert that video at the end of this video, and let me know, you guys, what you think about that. Do you think that Jatavia was being a mean girl, or do you think that people now don't even know how to take a joke from her, as people are always expecting the worst from her? Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about. Why are you guys flooding Karuchi's comments? I told you that while they were hanging at Coachella, people, spotted them chatting and having a good laugh. And some of you are now going into a comment section saying that, well, you need to get your men back. We love you and we won't judge you being together with Chris Brown. Like, who told you that these guys are going to be coming together? Like, what are you doing? Stop and leave that woman alone. Oh my God. But that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what's happening in the celebrity world on Instagram and on Twitter. Yeah, and also do go ahead and subscribe to Instant Brew. Until my next one, see you.
Like this app is stressful because what do you want?
That's good.
Everything.
You okay?
No, I didn't mean to answer for you. That's what happened. But you okay? What's up?
Yeah, what's good? You want to battle?
I don't know how to battle.
Okay, I'm gonna send you it. You just click accept. Where you from? Where you from? You clicked the wrong thing. Hello? So you don't want to battle?
How do I get you off of here? More. Leave.
I would love to leave, but I don't know how to leave either. I'm kind of new to this shit myself.
What?
I'm kind of new to this shit myself.
So how you know how to say you want to battle? It's saying follow. It's
I watch people.
Could you watch people?
Yeah. I'm new to this whole going live.
Okay, well. Enhance more. Oh my God.
Fuck, guys, how do I leave?
I want you to leave. I'm trying so hard to get you up here, and it's really, every time I click your picture, it says like add you as a friend. Click the box. Hold on. Click the box with the arrow.
There's no fucking box with the arrow. Who's JT, guys? No, that's why I'm talking in my comments. Calm down. I'm just asking because people are saying, "Oh, that's JT." You know who JT? Who's JT? You make music?
This is so bad. I really want you to get off here, but
I would love to, but I don't know how.
you know how to get off here. Stop fucking playing with me.
Ask her what's in the fridge. I'm hungry. Nadia's hungry apparently. She's making
I think I know.
Oh really? Princess of Rap, she's a celebrity. Her and Nicki are best friends. They make music. Oh shit, really? That's cool. To leave? I don't know how to leave. I would love, like, deadass.